This is Unit 5, Injury in Sport, Task 4, Rules, Regulations and Legislations. So for P5 criteria, you need to describe 4 rules, regulations and legislations relating to health and safety in sport. So this is Hayden Smith. So can you talk to me, Hayden, first of all, about the first legislation you picked?
COSH.
What's COSH?
The Control of Substance Hazards to Health. Regulations 2002 is a United Kingdom's statutory instrument that states general requirements on employers to protect employees and exposure, health surveillance and incident planning. There are also duties of employees to take care of their own exposure to hazard substance and prohibition on the import of certain substances into the European Economic Area. The regulations reenact with amendments to the Control of Substance Hazards to Work Regulation 1999. They implement several European Union directives. If you fail to do this, you could be fined £400 and indictment to the Crown Court. The safety of sports.
So COSH, what it says control substances hazards to health. So what substances might you control?
Wearing safety equipment like PPE.
Yeah, so what substances though might you control? So what actual, can you give me an example?
With oil.
So oil you might control, good. Anything else? Maybe if you're at a swimming pool, what might you control?
Chlorine, gases,
good.
Liquids.
Right, next legislation.
The Safety of Sports Grounds Act 1975. The Guide to Safety at Sports Grounds, colloquially known as the Green Guide, is a UK government-funded guidance book on spectator safety at sports grounds. The guide provides detailed guidance to the ground management technical specialists such as architects and engineers, and all relevant authorities to assist them assesses how many spectators can be safely accommodated within a sports ground. Can we do the next one?
Right, yeah, next one.
The Children's Act 2004. The long history of children's welfare legislation had given rise to numerous uncoordinated official powers and functions, even within the same local authorities. And the Children's Act 2004, there were reports in 2002, 2003 and 2004 and 2005. Each act has progressively attempted to damage the legal powers and official functions related to the children in all forms and make the official provision for children in family courts. This version of the Act is very rarely referred to, with the Children's Act 1989 more favourably used.
So how does Children's Act link to like health and safety in sport? What must like sports people have?
CRB checks and police checks.
Good, well, right, final one.
Health and safety, first aid, regulations 1981. A first aid room or medical room is a room in establishment, e.g. a school, factory, sports venue or airport, to which someone who is injured or taken ill on the premises can be taken for first aid treatment and to await the arrival of professional emergency medical services. This is what the room should have in it: a sink and drinking water, first aid materials which may include protective equipment and blankets, an examination, medical couch and bed, a telephone or other communication equipment, a record book for recording incidents.
Right, so for that then, first aid regulation, what's the main piece of equipment that you think that they'll need? What everybody must have?
First aid kit.
First aid kit, yeah. Good, well done.